The only problem you're going to have is you got to find some crescent rolls or a cookie dough that's kosher. Okay. First, I'm going to show you how to make the topping. Topping, there's different kinds. You could do a vanilla topping. Today, I got some leftover walnuts and stuff, so I want to use that. So, first thing, we got a teaspoon of cinnamon. We got a quarter cup of walnuts. You could use pecans. And I got a half a cup of sugar. It's real easy. All we're going to do is take this. We're going to take the sugar. We're going to put it into a dish. We're going to take the walnuts. We're going to put it in. We're going to take the cinnamon. We're going to put it in. We're going to take a fork or a spoon. And we're going to stir it. Just so it's mixed up, so you've got it. Alright, now this is our topping. We're just going to put this aside. So when I'm ready to use it, I don't have to go over any preparation. I just rock and roll with it. So I hope you can see it. I don't know, I'm not the cameraman today. We got Air as cameraman. Okay, so it's mixed up. You don't want to waste any nuts, so we just go like that. Now it's clean. Like I said, we put this off to the side and then we go on to our next step. Food processor, what I'm going to put in is 2 8-ounce packs of cream cheese. We got 2/3 of a cup of sugar. We got 1 divorced egg, 1 separated egg. We're only going to use the yellow for this part. And we're going to have, I think it's a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to combine all that into the food processor, and then we're going to rock and roll. Okay? So first I'm going to start. I'm going to put some of the cream cheese in just like this. I'm going to cheat. Then I'm going to put the egg in. Here we go. I'm going to take a teaspoon of vanilla. Coming up. I'm German, so I measure everything. Okay, 1 teaspoon vanilla. Get rid of that. We clean as we go. We get a sponge. Okay. And then I'm going to start the food processor. Now I'm going to start adding my sugar. Just to cut it. I'm going to throw in a couple more pieces of cream cheese. A little more sugar. Sugar, more cream cheese. Now you could also do this in a mixer. Well, I just let it just go like this. Now the reason why I cut the cream cheese is this way you don't get thick chunks of cream, you know, not processed, you know. And my last piece of sugar. And that's it. Now I'll pulsate it a couple times. Okay, so my stuffing for the cream cheese Danish is done. I'll stir it a little just to make sure it's nice and done. And now I'm going to show you how to make the crust and the topping. All right, that'll take me a minute. What you do need is 2 Pillsbury crescent rolls. If you can find kosher, great. If not, you can't really make this. Or you can get chocolate chip if you can find kosher chocolate chip refrigerator dough mix, you know, already made. You could do that for a bottom and a top. It'll be a little sticky, but it's good. All right, so I'll show you how to do the topping next. The dishes you're seeing right there, this is an aluminum tray. If you get called, you're invited to a bris and you want to make something nice, you could use an aluminum dish. The size of the dish is 8 3/4 inches by 13 inches. The pan I'm going to use here is glass, and it's not 9 inches by 13 inches, and I'm going to use a little Pam on it so it doesn't, the dough doesn't stick. I'll be back. Okay, so I opened up one of these Pillsbury crescent rolls. This is how it looks once you open it. Now, you want to not play too much with the dough because then it gets hard to unpeel, but it really doesn't matter. Right now I'm trying to find an end. I think I found one. It really doesn't matter if you can't find the end, because especially this bottom one, no one really sees. Now the object is, we're going to roll this out. We're going to keep the seams together. Now I use this plastic tray, which is really great because when it comes to rolling it out, it's going to be real easy for me, even though it's a little too small, but it works pretty good. Counter's nice and clean, so I'm not really overly concerned. Now I take another one of these bad boys and I put it on top, so this way it's not going to stick to the rolling pin. Okay? And then I get my rolling pin, as you can hear, always in the knick-knack drawer. And then I'm going to roll it out. The more you can roll out, the better it's going to be, because you want this to curl up the sides, so when you put the top on, you can pinch the edges. We're almost there. Not so hard. You need a little kayak on this. Okay. A little more. Now, you could always cut the bottoms, piece it together. The top's more important than the bottom, because that's your presentation piece. But it looks like we'll have enough. Like, if you did it in that aluminum pan that I showed you, you will get more dough coming out, so you'll be cutting away. Okay, now we just try to gently pull the plastic away. Hopefully it won't stick. See? Pinch the ends together, you know, where it's perforated. Now with the rolling pin, I'm going to try to lightly pick this up, making sure the ends are pinched but not squeezing hard so the dough doesn't stick. I'm losing some. Here it goes. Okay. I'm going to do it this way so you can see. Like I said, if it should fall or something, you don't see the bottom one. Like I said, now I'm going to line it. Now if I got a little excess in a certain area, I'll cut it and rearrange it. Like over here is a great example. I got a lot of dough over here. I just cut that piece away. Do a little surgery over here. Put it over here. I'll make my edges come up. Hope you can see this. remember, I greased this pan. Okay, so the dough doesn't stick as much. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. I gotta act this cameraman over here. Okay, I'm gonna bring the camera over so you can see how I lined it. And now I'm gonna put the filling in. I'm gonna pause. Okay, now I've got the food processor out. I stir it a little, make sure it's good. And I just smear it in here. Try to get it level, but I'll show you a couple tricks how I get it leveled out. Very easy. Oh, I forgot, you do need some flour, which I'll show you afterwards why you need the flour, but not important for now. This looks like you went through a lot of effort, and what did it take you? A few minutes in the food, it takes you more time to wash the food processor than it does making it. Now we just gotta be artiste. Let me get my edges up a little. Sometimes what happens with the dough is it starts to shrink if you leave it out too long, but we didn't leave it out that long. You don't want people to get a big chunk and other people go, oh, all I got was dough. That's all I ate. You don't want that. So you spread it. All right, just take my knife. You don't want to waste any of this. This is a machaya. This is a joy for life. This is great for Shavuos. The only thing is you gotta find kosher dough for this. You know. I get to lick my finger. I'll wash them in a second. Alright. See? This helps level it. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you. I'll pick it up. We're moving. Okay, you see how nice and level it is now? That's all you got to do. All right, now I'll show you how to put the topping on. We preset the oven at 350. Okay. I just rolled out the second dough crust that we got over here. As you can see, we're going to gently peel this back, slowly, long-some, slow and steady wins the race, boo-boo. Okay. We're going to take our dough again. I think I rolled it out enough. Like I said, nothing you can't really lose. Okay, gently. There we go. Get rid of this. Bring this back over. Okay. Now we're going to pinch the ends. I'm going to have extra dough here. I could just curl it up over here. It doesn't really matter. I don't feel like wasting it. It'll be nice and doughy on the top. Make sure this is pinched. Okay. Remember I told you we were going to do a topping. Now, remember I divorced that egg. I separated it. And now I got to take the egg white and I'm going to frost that up, you know, so it's nice and fluffy. And then we're going to hate to waste dough. I mean, I could have cut it away, but I'd rather not. It looks more like someone did something, like it's homemade. But you and I know how this is made. All right, let's see how we look. All right, I'm going to pick this up. We're moving. We're traveling. Okay, so you can see. That's how it looks now. All right, I'll be back in a minute to show you. Okay, now what we've done is I've beaten that egg, the egg white, so it's nice and frosty. I'm going to take my little paintbrush and I'm going to do a Picasso. Just going to paint it. Edges, everything. Make sure you get everything covered. As you can see, it's nice and frothy. I don't know if you can see it. When I'm done with the leftover, I'll put it in the frying pan and give it to the dog. Whatever I have left over. Yeah, she gets to enjoy something. Okay, that's done. Let me get the inside over here. Missed a crevice or something. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to take that crumb that we pre-mixed before. We're just going to all over the place. It's going to be our topping. This is the first time I've done this. I usually use a vanilla frosting mix. This is the first time, so if it doesn't work, I'm at fault. Now remember, there's cinnamon, sugar, and I put walnuts in because I had leftover walnuts. So I might as well use them before they go bad. That's plenty. We don't need all that sugar. Alright, I'm going to show you how it looks. We're traveling. Alright, now that goes into a 350 oven between 25 minutes and 30 minutes. So that's what we're doing right now. My oven's ready. And here we go. I like to put on the top shelf. Probably in the middle bracket would be the best. Again, like I said, 350. And now we sit and wait. The oven went off, the timer went off. It's been in for about 25 minutes or so. Taking the cake out to take a look. Oh yeah, baby. Check that out. Is that something? I'm going to take this out and I'm going to let it rest. Okay, remember I told you I took it out of the oven. I just took it out and it's resting. I hope you could see it. It smells with the cinnamon, the sugar, the nuts. Now, remember I told you you need a little flour? Once you go into the flour jar, get some flour and dust your nose. Then when your husband comes in or your lover comes in and he smells the aroma in the house, he's going to know you've been baking up a storm. Little does he know what I know, how long it really actually took you. But you'll get you might get a diamond ring or something because they'll like it so much. Enjoy it, eat well. Remember, once it cools down, you're going to put it in the refrigerator for at least 5 hours and then you can serve it. Enjoy it with Nafis.